What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you can't see, I got the Glowshift boost gauge in this little triple pod. I was gonna go with a pillar pod, but that just seems a little bit more overdone. And this seems more like this era, you know, for the car. So I went with this triple dash one. Now I don't know if I should have it right here. I mean, it looks good right there, or have it right here so it's like easily monitored all the time. Can it go in here? No, it can't go in here. So yeah, these are the two ones, like right in the middle of the dash right here, or right here. This still kind of faces me, so I still like it. And I can just look over. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But then here sitting next to me is the Evil Energy 300 liter per hour inline fuel pump. So we're going to be installing this today. And then in the garage, on this small little picnic table full of bottles, we have the Evil Energy 100 micron fuel filter. We have our boost gauges down in there. Here, where's that? Here's our boost controller. Seems pretty cool. We have a bunch of vacuum line, some fuel line, a bunch of fuel fittings. Here's the fuel fittings. We got some more crimp fuel line. And then today, make sure I'm not covering the mic up. Then today, it hasn't showed up yet, but the 10-gallon fuel cell will be on its way. And I got the 10-gallon over the 15 because the 15 wouldn't fit inside the tire well. The 10-gallon should. You might have to make it, you know, finesse it in there a little bit, but it should fit in there. And then we should be ready to start this car since the fuel pump died in last video, like you guys saw. So I guess let's just get straight to it. I'm gonna go jack the rear end of the car up and, you know, start pulling off the old fuel pump. I want to try to keep the old fuel filter on there, see if I can't figure that out, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, so I got the fuel filter off and the stock fuel pump, which is right there. Here is the new 300 liter per hour fuel pump, and here's the 100 micron filter that goes on it. So both of these, this is from Evil Energy, so I'll put a link in the description for this, but they have like flow arrows, so they make it pretty easy. Also, they got positive and negative terminals right there. And then I just had to figure out what I'm gonna do with this one right now. I don't have a fitting for that. I've been thinking about, if you see where my lines are kind of running, I was thinking about mounting the fuel pump right on that rail right there. That way it's pretty close to the fuel pump and it's like a pretty level area as well. And a good mounting point too, because it is the frame rail. So I'm gonna try to figure all that out, and just a quick update for you. Alright guys, I'm sweaty and gross, but after all of that, we got this big fat 10AN line running through this little homemade hole where the fuel cell is going to go right in here, which I'm still waiting for. Haven't seen the guy yet. And you come up under here. I got it ran so it won't ever get pinched, you know. I got it running over top of this little rear subframe. And then it is going to the 100 micron fuel filter right there. And then that is connected right to the fuel pump. Fuel pump's all hooked up, and then it's running right back into the stock brand new, see, here's the old one, brand new fuel filter. And that's just gonna run all the way up to the engine. And then when I took a break on that, I installed the boost controller. So we have it ran right here. Pretty easy as well. Shows this is the wastegate side, so it goes to the wastegate actuator over there. And then all we gotta do is just crimp these little clamps on, and then we'll be able to up the boost. So now I got it turned all the way down, so it's gonna be at 10 pounds, and then yeah, we're gonna go like that. So then now I'm gonna I think what I'm gonna do anyways, I'm gonna put a T fitting right on this one, and we're gonna run a boost line into the car for the boost controller. And we gotta start wiring up the boost controller. So yeah, I'm sweaty, I feel gross. But you know what, I got it all done. Got a ton of gasoline on me. But everything seems to be working pretty well. Alright guys, so I just mounted it right there. I do not like it there. I wanted it over there, but where I had to run the vacuum line unless I wanted to pull this whole dash was like right there. And that looks like ass too. So I think I'm just gonna order a gauge pillar pod, like for the A pillar. That way I can run the vacuum line right up straight through there, and maybe just a double one because I don't think I need a triple one. But that's how it is right now. I just kind of put some little tack glues in there because I can just scrape the glue off and stuff. I got some cleaner that will take, you know, get rid of that. All right guys, gauge is hooked up. Not right though, that needle keeps lighting up, not sure why. But we got this ratchet strapped really good down. That ain't going anywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and prime the system up a couple times. The fuel pump wasn't working at first because I thought that one was dead, but actually something fell and broke onto that little inertial switch down there. So all I did was just cut the wires, tie them together, and everything turns on. But we have the 300 liter per hour fuel pump hooked up with the 100 micron fuel filter. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this, make sure there's no fuel leaks. I don't see any fuel leaks. Try to show you guys a little bit better. Oh, anyway, so there. When you turn the key off, the needle still lights up, so whatever. Okay, hold on, let me figure this out. Well, these ramps didn't want to stay. Anyways, pulling the car in right now to fix the exhaust to get it to run all the way back. I'm gonna show you it's a wiring catastrophe in here. I'll hide all this stuff and get all this better looking. Like I said, this is only temporary. I went and picked up a temperature gauge, mechanical temperature gauge, but it's not working. I don't know what the deal is. So we're gonna have to figure something else out with that. The boost gauge does work though, and the car does start right up. So yeah, so now I'm gonna connect this exhaust all the way and then probably pull out that mechanical gauge because it's not working anyways, and then we'll go for a little rip. I'll show you guys like how much boost it's making and all of that. So I have it 3 clicks. I have been driving it off camera. The first time I did 10 clicks and it maxed out the RPM gauge, or the boost gauge, which is like 30 psi, so it must have gone over that. And then I went down 5 clicks, so it was at a total of 5 clicks, and at first gear it hits like 25 or 22 or something like that, but then goes back down to like 20, 19, 20ish, so it stays around there. And I just backed it off 2 more clicks, so it's going to be at 3 clicks, and we'll see. I don't know what it's going to hit, but we'll see. We'll go ahead and take a drive. So yep, this is it now. And then I'm gonna go ahead, and it's like humid out. It's pretty much Florida. I might as well move to Florida. But yeah, I'm gonna get this exhaust all hooked back up and stuff, and hopefully it's a lot quieter. All right, really quick, we're gonna do a before and after for the sound. So here's before. Alright, I'm going to put the exhaust on. We're gonna cut a little piece off real quick, and then I'll hook it all up, and then we'll do an after. Alright guys, the exhaust is done. Let's see what it sounds like now. Oh, so much quieter. Okay guys, so this is gonna finish this video. I'm sorry if it was all over the place. Fuel cell never arrived. It's right here in town. It just, you know, never came. And the gauges didn't really work my way and stuff, so just a, you know, setback. But at least the car is running and driving, and I'm gonna show you guys what it can do. Sounds like it's misfiring. Anyways, I hope you guys liked that little video. Like I said, subscribe, come back to the channel again, hit that little bell icon on your screen or below your screen so you guys get notified on the next video. Weekly videos every Sunday at 6 p.m. Michigan time. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys stay different. Bye.